The environment will then be created for the House of Assembly to function properly. For those who wish to remove their speaker, if there's any reason to do so, they should go by the clear provisions of Section 92 of the Constitution. And indeed, for no assembly is entitled to conduct the business of assembly without forming a quorum. Section 96 of the Constitution is very, very clear on this, that once an attention is drawn to the presiding officer that those present in the legislative house are not up to one-third, the position of the Constitution is clear that that house be adjourned immediately to another city. So the question of not knowing what will happen in Rivers State tomorrow does not arise. The rules are very clear. Create a security situation that guarantees the sitting of the house, allow the house to sit and conduct its business. And okay. I think that is the proper thing to do.
Honorable Idahosa, just briefly, I would like you to give us an idea. The Senate President used this particular word. He said the Senate urges, he said, urges the IG of police to redeploy. If the Commissioner of Police is not redeployed, what happens? Does the Senate has the prerogative to prevail or wade in any way if the IG does not do the bidding of the Senate?
Well, you know, the IG is under the directive of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and therefore not a person ordinarily within legislative directives. But however, once a resolution has been passed, I do not know whether the House of Rep also passed a similar resolution, because in parliamentary terms, where two houses in a bicameral legislature have the same effect, such as the House also saying, urging that the IG should remove the Commissioner of Police, then of course that will have the force of law in parliamentary terms. But where one house does not use exactly the same language that the Senate has used, then it remains highly persuasive. In other words, if the IG does not respond, there's not much the Senate can do than to resort to the power of the purse, either to block releases of the police, block financial authority to the police, and use generally coercive methods that legislatures use all over the world to get the police to respond to a resolution. Now, and that's what I think the National Assembly will do in the circumstances.
That's going to be interesting,
in the interest of our democracy.
That's going to be interesting. Yeah. Oh, that hurts. Don't go away. We're still talking politics here on Politics Today on Channels Television. And it's a reverse situation that is making us look at some of these issues. And I have with me Mr. Jimmy Agbaje. He's a former a candidate, governorship candidate here in Lagos, and a former member of the House of Representatives, Mr. West Idahosa, joining us to talk about this issue. Another issue that we shall be talking about on this particular platform tonight is the All Progressives Congress. Yes, APC. You're familiar with that acronym by now. That particular acronym has raised a lot of controversy within Nigerian political atmosphere. That issue, what again could that be? Tonight, we shall be discussing that. You don't want to go away. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Be right there. My tummy. It might be a stomach infection. You'd better take him to a doctor.
He must have been eating roadside food.
No, Mom.
The problem could also be here. Stomach infection could also be caused by germs on hands, and even a good soap may not be enough. With New Lifebuoy, he will be better protected. New Lifebuoy has Active 5, the power of 5 ingredients to give you 99.9% germ protection.
Oh no, not again. No, I'm hungry.
New Lifebuoy.
There's a touch of gold waiting in your next bar of locks. Find it and you could be one of the 5 winners of 1 million naira instantly. Simply indulge your skin in any of the 5 variants of Lux Beauty Bar. And if you find a gold coin inside your locks, you stand a chance to be one of the 5 lucky winners of 1 million naira, as well as other exciting prizes. Lux Gold Search. Every bar could win you ₦1 million and other exciting prizes.
Thank you for staying with us here on Politics Today on Channels Television with me, Sheon Okinbaloye. Tonight, you can participate on the issues that we're talking about. For some weeks now, we'll be talking about the Rivers crisis, the crisis rocking the House of Assembly there, and we've been keeping tab on the situation. You can send your tweets at us at Sheon Okin or send an email to us. politicstoday@channelstv.com is the email address that you can send that to us. Today we'll be discussing a lot of issues. One of it major is that issue in Rivers State, and I've been talking with Mr. Jimmy Agbaje, a politician and also a former member of the House of Representatives who is in our Abuja studio, Honorable West Idahosa. Mr. Agbaje, there's a very, very salient point that Honorable Idahosa just raised, that if the Inspector General of Police failed to comply with the move or the urging of the Senate, that means the Senate will have to go around to find some other means of making sure that the IG abides with that law. What do you see from that? What does that portend?
Again, I think it was very clear. When the National Assembly says it urges the president, it's saying, look, we strongly believe this is what you should do. And we're speaking on behalf of the people. I believe that with the freeze you have in the Rivers State House of Assembly, there's no, I'm nearly sure that the Commissioner of Police will be sacrificed anyway. When I say sacrificed, he will be moved away from Rivers at the end of the day. Because again, not so much of what he did, but how he did it. I personally felt that the police must remain professional. He did make utterances that, when you're talking about telling the governor that he's a dictator, then you say he's your brother, he's your friend. It's not the business of the police to say that the governor is his brother or is his friend. That's left to politicians. When they want to stab themselves, they still call themselves brother and friend. But it's okay for politicians. It's not, you're a professional and you do your job professionally. The reality is that what the National Assembly is saying is that he would have to go. Now, at what point will now be left to the executive?
But then, if you look at it, the police is investigating that matter. If they find him not wanting, it could as well be left there, or is it necessary that it must be moved to be sacrificed?
If you're the Commissioner of Police, there must be confidence in your ability to provide security.
So this issue is about the confidence of the people.
Oh yes, the moment I don't have
definitely, Mr. Ambu, the Commissioner of Police will have people who support him in this.
Agreed, but if you don't have the confidence of the generality, then you will go. And also, in the interest of peace, in the interest of reconciliation, that's why they say when the elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. So in this case, he would definitely be part of that grass.
Do you see any manipulation of the forces of or the federal might in all of this?
Well, if you say that the police is a federal establishment, no. Yes, to that extent. But you see, the issue is we take on assignments. Sometimes nobody is even telling you to do anything. And sometimes we tend to believe that we're loyal to a person. I felt disgusted, for example, when I saw the ADC and the security aide of the governor actually beating people up. Your job is to protect the governor. It's not to
fight for him.
You are not an attack dog for the governor. And so you have lost it professionally, irrespective of who's sending you.
All right, let's look at the political, angle to all of this matter. Yes. Some of the governors who visited Governor Amechi on solidarity, they did make a suggestion to him that go to Mr. President and beg him, talk to him. He will listen to you. In fact, Governor Fayemi of Ekiti State says that, look, the president